Having a Zoom conversation today with Stephenie Larsen. Stephenie Larsen is the CEO of it's called Encircle, and it's an LGBTQ center that is coming to Rexburg in the near future. So I'm glad to be talking to Stephenie about that today. Thanks for joining us today, Stephenie.
Thrilled to be here, and thank you for wanting to learn more about Encircle.
Oh, of course. So first of all, this center, when is it slated to be complete?
Do you know, we just bought the property in Rexburg, and we will build a brand new facility. So it'll probably take us a little over a year, I think, until we'll open the doors.
And what's the location for it?
Gosh, I don't even know the address. It's right in between downtown and the university.
Do you know what street is it on? The street?
Is it on Main or Center? I can find out.
Okay. But it's it's called Encircle is the name
Correct.
of the company, and it's going to serve the LGBTQ population. So talk about the different services and how this is going to benefit the community.
Super. Encircle serves youth ages 12 to 26 is our target demographic, and we serve a lot of parents and families. So what Encircle is it's a place that feels like home and looks like home. So after school, youth can come in and be in a space where they feel safe and they can talk about what they're experiencing and who they are. And also a place where parents can come and be a part of the programs and learn more about LGBTQ people and things that would help their children. So every day we have different programs that range from art to music to writing classes, service projects. We have a speaker series. We also have what we call friendship circles, and friendship circles are support groups. We do about 13 of those a week. And in all of the other Encircle homes, they'll average about 20 youth who come to each circle, and they talk about sometimes the bullying, sometimes about just suicidality, things they're struggling with, also about things that are going well in their life. And there they find connection and community. And we also, probably the most important thing we do is we provide therapy. All of our therapy is reduced price. We have therapists who are experts at helping the LGBTQ individual and their parents.
So why was Rexburg chosen as the place to build this place?
Rexburg is a place where there are a lot of students and not a lot of services. It's kind of far from where people are able to go. And so it just is a place that will be close and convenient for people who are students and needing services.
Do you have any data or any numbers on how many LGBTQ people there are in Rexburg or in Eastern Idaho?
We do have numbers on that, and I apologize, I don't have those right in front of me, but I can tell you that a new Gallup poll that just came out shows that over 20% of young people today are identifying as LGBTQ. This is a large part of our population. This is a part of our population that we don't want to grow up feeling shame for who they are, for growing up, with self-hate and turning to self-harming behaviors that sometimes happens at that age when, you don't have the support you need. So Encircle wants to be there to help these youth grow up and have good mental health and have positive lives.
So you talked about how Encircle will be a place where essentially people in this community can come and find connection.
Mm-hmm.
We're just like them. What are some of the common challenges that they are known to deal with when they come out?
Well, I think that, when you are young and you grow up thinking or being taught that your life should be a certain way, and maybe when you're 12 years old and you start realizing, I may not be that person, I may not be able to fulfill the expectations other people have for me. A lot of these kids, have a loss of identity. They don't know who they can be. They don't know the positive life they can live. We want to put in front of them role models and people who have done amazing things to change the world and make it a better place, right? We want these kids to know that they're loved and accepted in the communities they grow up. I think sometimes they feel like if people knew who I am, they might not like me. They might think I'm bad, right? We want these kids to know that whoever they are, they are growing up in a community where we all are going to help each other through life, and we can all do better and love better. And so, we just want these kids to know their lives are valuable and their lives are worth living.
Do you know if there's any of these people who are experiencing, hate from people in the community?
I can't speak to Rexburg. I just know that, throughout the country, the amount of bullying young LGBTQ students face, it's really sad. The numbers are horrible. The amount of hate crimes, the amount of just rejection in the workplace that, often LGBTQ people face, it's not good. We want to help educate and inform and help people know how wonderful these young people are and how much, when they're thriving, what a positive impact they can have on all of us and in our communities.
So it's slated to be complete within the next year or so, is what you said. Do you have an approximate date?
We would like to get it open as soon as possible. We have plans that we will be putting through the city, and then we'll have to get city approval, and then we'll get it under construction. And we're hoping that we could, once we start construction, it'll probably take us about 8 months to build the home. Encircle has a number of homes that we are building that's kind of the normal time period it generally takes. So we're just basing it off of that.
Yeah, okay. And how big is it? What's the square footage?
This house will be about 4,000 square feet.
So any comment about the future of this building in Rexburg? Long-term vision of how this is going to serve the community?
Well, in our other homes, we started out in Provo, Utah. And what we saw happen there was people from all over the community and all walks of life came to serve these youth. They would show up and they make cookies. They help kids do homework. They participate in support groups, right? We have seen our community in Utah that have Encircle come together, learn from these young people. These young people learn from the people who come to serve. And I think we all become closer and we have better conversations around, being LGBTQ and what that looks like. I think that when we learn and grow from each other, we see people are different than us, we become better people. We learn to love each other better and with more understanding hearts.
Well, Stephenie, I appreciate your time. This is great and good news for the community. Anything else you want to add about this?
Let me think. What else could I want to add? I think that since starting Encircle, every day we get to see the best in people. We see parents who are really scared because their child has just come out and they don't know what to do. This isn't something that they thought they would ever experience in their family. And they show up in a place where there are other parents who are also going through the same challenges and also learning to help their youth, right? We see kids who maybe are bullied or who don't feel rejection at home come and find a place where they can feel love and inclusion. And you see people maybe who walk in the door the first time with their head hung down. A few weeks later, they're leaving with a friend. They're leaving feeling better and hopeful about life. They feel like maybe they have a future and that they want to keep living. And, I think they're just great people who come to Encircle. They're the future of our communities, and we are just really excited to open our first home in Rexburg that's in Idaho. Probably within a year, we'll open up another home in Boise. Excited about that, and just really grateful that you would talk to me today.
Yeah. Is there any place people can go if they want to learn more?
Sure. Yes. Go to encircletogether.org. You can find out all about the organization. We have a lot of videos. We have a lot of pamphlets. In there, it tells what all of our programs are, what our therapy looks like, how you can volunteer, how you can donate. We'd love you to go there. Look.
Okay. All right. Stephenie Larsen, CEO of Encircle. I'm sure we'll talk again as the construction of this thing gets closer and closer.
All right.
But appreciate your time. I'm Rhett Nelson with EastIdahoNews.com. Thanks for watching.